Welcome back with another banger. It's the React Files. Hope you having a good night. Let's get straight to it.
Look at this! Look at this giant snake! Can you imagine seeing this thing? Coming home, looking in your backyard or your garage, and a giant snake starts crawling in? What the heck is going on in the world, Booskies? What's going on? We're having some strange days indeed! Shabadoo, Booskies! Shabadoo!
Shout out to the great Joe Gillespie. No, I can't ever imagine seeing a snake that big. I don't even like small snakes. See, when that big, the first thing that came to mind was that movie with Ice Cube and J-Lo, Anaconda. Straight up. Plus the fact that it's in somebody's backyard. I don't even want to look at its stomach right now.
I gotta get past this shit. Wow. Crazy. And then, you can see how big these timbers are. That's about almost a foot in diameter, the big cross timbers. So they had to put big ones in here to hold up all of this rock. You can see right here where some of these boards are bending. Did you hear that? Sounds like, what, is that wind? I don't know if you can hear that on the camera. Did you hear that? It stopped. Well, I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound like wind, but that's crazy. Don't know if that's a bird or I don't know what that is. It almost sounds like snakes, but wow. I've heard some weird stuff in mines, but that is definitely creepy. I don't know what that is. So let's get out of here and head back out to the portal. That was weird. I don't hear it. Wow, that was strange.
Something must have been warning him not to come any closer and get up out of there. Yeah, I wouldn't have been in there. No, sir. Yo, I was not expecting it to hit like that. Looked like it blew the cameraman back. Bro, how do you accidentally fire a rocket? Yeah, that was a loud accident.
I cannot unsee and unfathom what I just saw and what I just fathomed. This parallel is absolutely huge and it will make a lot of sense what's going on the earth right now. Be back in 1 second.
Can somebody please tell me what this is? I live in Mansell, Texas, and this was in the sky today, and now there's helicopters out circling the area. If anybody has any idea what this is.
When I saw the bend at the bottom of the staff, I knew exactly what we're looking at. It's going to blow your freaking mind. I kept thinking, where do I know that bend from? From a Sith. Who carries the Sith? Death. And in 1 second, I'm going to show you that what was in the sky has an aura and is real. And now in other mythology, death or father time has the Sith and has the hourglass. Who else has a Sith at the very end? You'll see. So by screwing around and modifying the picture, we can literally see what looks like an aura, but the aura is not just on him. This is the telephone wire, and this is the mysterious figure. Energy. Energy. Look around them. The aura, the energy. This was literally something alive in the sky. But why right now? this parallel gets huge. Revelation 6 verse 7 is the fourth seal, and when he opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, "Come and see." And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him. So Death sat on the fourth horse, and hell followed with him. What's that mean? His name was Death, hell followed him, and power was given him over the fourth part of the earth, to unalive with the sword, and with hunger, with death, and with the beast of the earth. Don't we know that God talks to us through signs so we know what's happening? And this just happens to pop up when humanity is being plagued by all sorts of things. And in Revelation chapter 14, we see one like unto the Son of Man coming from the clouds, having a sickle in his hand. And the angel said, "Thrust in your sickle, the earth is ripe to reap." Not only are we in a time where hell is unleashed upon the earth, we're also about to see the splitting of the wheat and the tares of the goat and the sheep. We are living within parallels upon parallels upon parallels. But this will be the last time.
Shoutouts inspired by the king. Yo, that look like a straight gin. I'm still on the fence. It could be AI generated.
Steven. Steven? Steven, Steven. Steven. Jim? Steven. Where'd you go? What the? How's this? Go ahead, man. Steven? Guys? Steven? Steven, where are you? Why am I here? Where am I? Hello? Where am I? Steven? Steven? Guys, don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
Hey, what's up? Hallelujah! Kubuka! Sawadika, Hallelujah! 腳肚好痛哦，腳肚好痛哦。有了吗？他一直引我过去的，他一直引我啊！哎，那什么东西啊？那是……啊！我操！我不要喷了啊！我操！你看他在偷看了，我靠！我不相信他的，第几个，记好他的名字，มันใส่รถเบนไว้มันสีปูแบบไว้มันสีปูแบบไว้
I don't know. I thought he was gonna go for the one with the red X on it. I feel like it was scripted. Being in an abandoned hospital in a morgue at that takes a lot of guts.
Is there a serpent under the sea mentioned in the Bible named Leviathan that will be drawn out and destroyed by a sword? Sure is. It's in several verses of the Bible. His name is Leviathan, and he is equal to the dragon and the devil. And that's next on the trumpet. You can see that the Leviathan is to be punished. He's a piercing serpent right here, the dragon in the sea. Leviathan, dragons in the water. Here's an old map from about 100 AD. They thought the earth was the center of everything and everything rotated around it. They also thought that it was a big snake with mountains in the middle of it. So that's going to be the snake right there with the mountains on his head on a turtle. So understand this Leviathan is in the ocean. That's South America right there. This is the ocean, and we're looking at the ocean floor. So these are the eyes. This is the mouth. These are the teeth of this underwater serpent / dragon. But here's this fake picture of this mountain range right here in the middle of this underwater volcano that you can see it's missing. And now here's another fake NASA footage of this. It's just sort of weird. And if you go over to one of these other places where the only picture bubble that I could find, see it right up there, click on that picture bubble of that island, and it's just a normal looking place with penguins. Of course, the middle of his head is on the 33rd degree. Leviathan AI 2024. Old Testament, Book of Isaiah, Dead Sea Scrolls. In Revelation chapter 13, it talks about the beast that's coming out of the sea. 7 heads. 7-headed dragon, 7 continents of the world, whatever. That little snake head is right there. That's going to be right here along the bottom of the world or the highest elevations in the world. That's going to make that ice wall tall. And the lowest place on earth is right outside of Jerusalem, and that's the Dead Sea. It's 1,385 feet below sea level. It says that the beast is going to be cast into a pit. And if you go to where all the fighting's going on right now, right outside of Jerusalem, that's where that. The camp of the saints is mentioned right there. That's going to be Jerusalem, and thrown into the lake of fire right there. You are going down that lake. You know, Mark 2:22 says that you can't put new wine in an old wineskin. You have to put new wine in a new wineskin, or you'll burst the wineskin and ruin both the wineskin and the wine. The book of Enoch and the book of Jubilees, they're the new wine. And the old church, well, that's the old wineskin. So like and follow the trumpet for more. And in Jesus' name, have a blessed day.
Shout out to the trumpet. It seems like that Leviathan is everywhere right now. But yeah, what he was pointing to was supposedly was the teeth. I've seen videos where they said those were actually the nostrils. Surprised that it would be written in the book of Psalms.
Okay, hold on. I'm in a little village, Los Portales. I'm still in central Mexico. I'm about 40 miles south of where my last video was. According to my map, this is the site of more ruins, but as you can see, it's like an old train depot or something. It's pretty cool, though. I'll check it out. What the hell was that? It looks like there's another level up there. What is this? It's like some kind of nest. It's crazy up here. I don't know what the hell's going on in here.
April 2019, a YouTuber named Jason uploaded a video to his channel, Abbey Mountain Trekkers, in which he recorded footage of his solo overnight trip to the mountains. His channel is dedicated to all things outdoors, in which Jason frequently uploads videos of his adventures hiking, camping, and surviving in the woods. In this particular video, his hike up to the mountain is pretty uneventful, and as soon as he arrives at the campsite, Jason begins setting up his tent and shows his viewers how he starts a fire as the sun begins to set. As he waits for the day to end, he tries his luck at spoon carving, and this is when he reports hearing a strange sound coming from the top of one of the mountains, but he writes it off as a bird or some other small animal and continues setting up for the night. At about 9 o'clock, he turns his camera off to go to bed, but less than an hour later, he wakes up to a strange sound that he says he's never heard before in his life. He mentions it sounded like some sort of guttural animal call, but because it came from pretty far away, he couldn't identify what it was.
I'm still rattled. I've never heard anything like that in my life. It sounded like a mix between almost like a pig, some kind of, I hate to even say it, but a pig, an ape, and the calls almost sounded like how the velociraptors communicate with each other on Jurassic Park. I've never heard anything like that in my life.
Still shaken after the rude awakening, he tries to go back to bed, but just a few hours later at around 1 a.m., he wakes up again to what he describes as the sound of something or someone circling his tent.
Whatever it is, it's close. Hear that? Whatever it is, it sounded like there was 2 or 3 of them, and it started on the other side of my camp, went around my perimeter.
If you look closely at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you can see the reflection of what appears to be 1 or 2 sets of eyes as he pans his flashlight over them. Although there are many animals with eyes that reflect light at night, based on the fiery white color of the reflection, it's very likely that Jason was being observed by wolves or coyotes. Dog's eyes will also give off a white reflection, but considering that it was around 1 a.m. when this happened, it's unlikely that a dog would be walking around in the mountains so close to his campsite. Coyote and wolf attacks on humans are rare, as both species tend to avoid human contact, but they can still become very aggressive if they feel threatened, especially if they have pups nearby. If this were the case, Jason would be in grave danger, but chillingly he doesn't even seem to notice the eyes watching him as he scans the area with his flashlight. Luckily, he went back to his tent and slept safely through the night. When he woke up the next morning, he recorded another update for his viewers, but he never mentioned the eyes that his camera had captured the night before, suggesting he might have never noticed. After this video, there were no additional updates on the incident.
That's crazy. He didn't even see the eyes. Maybe he was too terrified. They probably were just raccoons.
Jangan terpengaruh, anak paskei. Jangan terpengaruh. Jangan terpengaruh, kalian aman. Jangan terpengaruh. Tarik napas panjang, tahan. Istighfar. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar rasulullah. Ada saya ada yang lalang kumpulan pun lepas itu. Satu bang lepas. Keluar sebentar keluar. Nanti pulang. Tahan. Tutup. Formasi.
At first, I thought the person marching with the flag was the ghost, but as you see in the video, that shadowy figure stands out while everybody's wearing white. But what were they doing in a graveyard? It sounded like a frenzy.
Look, you guys, it rocks, but then it stops on its own when I come outside. Let's see if I could get it on camera. There's like no wind. That's... I know, Blue, someone's there, huh? I know it, I know. I don't know why it does that. It does it every time, you guys. This is the third time. I can't believe I caught it on camera. Sick on Blue. Creepy, right? Katie, I guess I do have a ghost, babe. Get him, Blue. I'm shutting the door.
That was creepy. You know them dogs know. They know when them entities are around. That was crazy. That was pretty creepy. The first video camera was invented in 1918 and the Titanic sunk in 1912. But this video is really impressive. My imagination and thinking of how it went down when it went down, that's the creepy part. It looked like the map on Call of Duty Zombies.
Okay, so my son and I are driving and this is what we see in the sky. Like, look at those colors. That is so bright. Like, there's nothing else around. I don't know.
Look like the Care Bears, old 80s cartoon. I guess you could blame Rick and Morty. With this one, the theories are unlimited.
Okay, some pretty major breaking news that we've just got in. The search for the missing British teen, Jay Slater, is now officially over. And it's not because they found him. It's because they can't find him. So here's the details. Authorities yesterday urged the public this time to come in and help them do one final big search in the area, hoping for a massive turnout. But only 6 people turned up. So these volunteers, along with officials, they all gathered together, a group of about 30 to 40 people, searched all day, and still nothing was found. And that's on top of almost 2 weeks now of searching. So we have no idea. It's getting strange. Now, because of this, the spokesperson for the Tenerife police said they cannot keep on looking forever. And although the search is now over, the investigation will remain open. So what that seems to signal is that they might just be shifting their focus to other ways he may have disappeared, and not just that he collapsed or, lost his footing on the way home or something like that. Honestly, as I've said before, this case doesn't make any sense right now. But when it starts to...
Goodness, they called off the search. We hoping he's okay. At this point, it sounds like they just need to find a lead.
Who called the Will Smith performance at the BET Award ritual? It was Will Smith rapping a Christian song with Kirk Franklin and a ring of fire with a blood moon and a black object coming up to eclipse that moon. Or, son, you couldn't tell. This is what it looked like. And that, why would they be showing an eclipse? And does this not scream ritual? Or you'll see it on TikTok. You'll see the video, people. If not, go look and search it. Watch the performance. Go to YouTube and tell me if Will Smith and Kirk Franklin and the dude singing a Christian song, if they're not doing a satanic ritual to a Christian song, speaking about God and being refined in the fire to become a better version of you. But hey, just your local conspiracy theorist. Peace of God.
Shout outs to his toxic but reality. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even known about this. But yo, that photo looked crazy, especially with the black sun in the ring of fire. So I definitely got to check it out. So I definitely had to check it out.
For saying that we look good and that I look good, because there's a rumor out there that I had a stroke. Man, that's totally not true. So I just want to clear that up. But I thank everybody for the concern and the love, and just thank you. But Marty's all good.
Marty's all right. There's also a rumor, and I wasn't going to bring it up, that you're a clone. That was the one that I heard. That you've been cloned.
Well, that's AI.
Yeah.
So you're feeling good, Martin? You're feeling good. You're looking good.
Thank you.
Nothing wrong with you.
No.
All right, so we can shut that down right now.
The fact that it was even on the table is what's crazy. At the end of the day, shout outs to Marty Ma. A lot of people been wondering.
These are some of the scariest conspiracy theories, but we're gonna keep going until we find the craziest one. So if you haven't heard of this one, there's an actual conspiracy theory that J.K. Rowling doesn't actually exist. And if you don't know who this is, it's the person who wrote all the Harry Potter series. So in 2005, a filmmaker actually argued that the Harry Potter series had been created by an entire industry of writers, and that the woman known as J.K. Rowling was only a front. And her argument is that if it's possible that a person can actually write 6 thick books that are translated into 55 languages and sell more than 250 million copies in less than 10 years, there's a conspiracy that an elite group of reptiles rule the earth and Justin Bieber is among them. So a public survey in 2016 found that nearly 12 million different people believe that an elite class of space-traveling lizards rule the earth. Then they're obviously saying that among these lizards is Justin Bieber, who was reported earlier this year shape-shifting mid-concert into a giant reptile with big scaly claws. I think the most terrifying thing here is a lot of people actually have clips of stuff like this happening on stage, like people blinking really weird. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep going until we find the craziest one, so make sure you add me so you can come back for more.
So apparently this is going on in New Orleans, y'all. I don't know when this was, but people are telling me they're seeing a lot of tanks around the world, y'all. You know, I don't know what this is related to, I don't know if this is for show, but I don't know what kind of show would need this many tanks, y'all. So this could be getting a little bit serious, y'all. I don't know. What do you guys think? But this is New Orleans, y'all. Things are getting a lot more interesting, you guys. It's getting a lot more interesting. With so much going around the world, it's hard to find your peace, man. Like, if you don't meditate, go out in nature, man, this, whatever's going on in the news will drive you crazy. Y'all gotta take some time out for yourself, man. But please give your boy a follow and keep up with me on my Instagram, my YouTube, and my Facebook. You already know, y'all, we are in this shift, and there's no other way to say it. We are getting it. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
Shout outs to New Orleans. Yo, that was a lot of tanks right there. I wonder what base they were headed to.
All right, guys. I moved from Illinois to Florida pretty recently, and I've been seeing some crazy things on my bike rides. Mostly petrified beings. And I got to show you this one that I came across. Look at this thing. This, to me, is either a petrified dog or a dragon. And I'm going to show you close. Now, look at this. You know, at first I thought maybe a statue of a dog, maybe a petrified dog, but I'm really thinking this was a baby dragon because of this. It literally has scales here. And these just don't look like they formed because of being in water. Like, this was here. You can see it literally looks like Godzilla. I'm not even kidding. Check this out. And look, you can see remnants of an eye. I don't know if it's a griffin, dragon, but look at that thing. I mean, that is to a T Godzilla. Just baby Godzilla. The rocks were alive here in Florida, that's for sure. Look at this guy. I mean, people just put these out in their yards like it's coral. These were petrified beings. Pre-flood, petrified griffins, dragons, I don't know what. I can see what this one was. Look at this. Mouth, eyes, nose. That's a giant's head. It's crazy down here in the Sunshine State, but I'm loving it.
And that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed tonight's rabbit hole. Before we go, I want to give a huge shout out to Christy on becoming the channel's newest member. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate your support. Peace and blessings. If you haven't already, please take a second
just to smash that like, subscribe, ring that notification bell,
just to make sure the algorithm knows what's up. So what we're gonna do, y'all? That's right. Run these numbers up. Thanks again. Until next time.